a jolt and then you'll die.
Welcome back, everybody. DJ Newsmax, and we got another box of circulated pennies here. Hopefully we get some decent stuff in here. I'm seeing some older enders, more older than newer, I do believe. So hopefully we get a decent box here, and we won't have to pair it with another one. If not, we'll pair it with another box. That being said, let's crack into roll number one. Well, that didn't take long. Towards the back of the roll here, we got a forward facing. That has definitely seen better days. 1950 from Philadelphia. We're on roll number 7. I'm bringing you in for a couple of reasons here. We got a 1974 with a Kansas counter stamp. Lincoln Memorial cent. You see where it most likely was on some kind of glue was on there at one point in time. And then we got wheat cent number 2, and it is a 1956 from Denver. We're on roll 11, and we've got our first foreign. We got a 1986 Canadian. We're on roll 15, and we're going to have Canadian number 2. And the only time I don't mind seeing Canadians is when they look like that. We got a King George here. Let's flip and see what we got. 1947. Second Canadian, and it's an old one. We're on roll 21, and I see another foreign edge here. And that's going to be Canadian number 3. So the Canadians take the lead by 1. And that is a 1990 glob. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can get that off there. 99. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to check and see if this is magnetic or not. And it wasn't. So Canadian number 3. We're on roll 23. And we got a forward facing. 1949 from Philly. Wheat cent number 3. We're tied up now. And I noticed, wouldn't it be nice if that was the double die? But it's such a huge double die, you'd be able to see it. I don't believe it is, so let's move on. We're on roll 24, and I just got them laid out, and I see some wheats, and they look like they're in pretty good shape too. That is a 1954 from Denver. Pretty good shape too. Wheat cent number 4. Same roll, and I just came across a 1971 D. If you look there, the 1 is almost completely gone, and the I and the B are almost gone. If you look up here, N is really light too. I think what we got here is a grease strike. If you look at the back, it's perfectly normal, and actually the coin is in fairly decent shape too. Pretty cool find. We're on roll 28, and I got a date sticking out here towards the front. Or sorry, a wheat back sticking out there. That's a 1958 D. But I must have totally missed that one altogether, because what I was looking at is the date here. We got a 1957 from Denver. Wheat cent number 5 and 6. I just finished with roll 30, and I figured I'd bring you in on a couple of things that I found. They're just minor varieties, but they're varieties. Let me throw them under the scope. It's 283s, P's and an 80 P. On the 83s, I was looking for the DDRs. I didn't find them, but I did find on this one a die break right here, running from the corner of the memorial up through the eye. It's a pretty common die break, but at the same time, if you come over here, we've got another one right here that runs up to the bottom, and then, of course, the die marker over here is missing on this one. So I'm pretty sure this was a close to shattered die. On this 83, if you look up here, we got the same thing, only running through the N on the corner here. This one did have over here the die break down there in the corner of the memorial, which is one of the die markers for the DDRs. And then on this 1980, if you look, I usually don't check these, but I do believe this is the double die, because you can see the doubling here, and if you catch it just right, you can see it over here. You can see it in the 8 here. You can see it in the 9 here. You can see it in the 1 here too. I do believe there might be some minor stuff in the Liberty too, but this Liberty is pretty hammered. I don't see it on the rest, but I do believe that it's the 1980 double die. Alright, let me get back to the hunt. We're on roll 31, and I've got a date sticking out here. Got a 1944 wheat cent, and it's from Philly. That'd be wheat cent number 7. We're on roll 34. And we got another date sticking out here. Looks like we got another 1944 from Philly. Wheat cent number 8. It's seen better days. We're on roll 40, and we got some wheat sticking out here. This will be wheat cent number 9. I think the last time I said 7, but I must have been off by 1. And that's a 1945 from Philly. We're on roll 49. I was kind of worried we weren't going to get into double digits, but this roll is definitely going to get us there. Let's see if I can find them here. Right here. We got a 1954. From Denver. Wheat cent number 10. And then 2 coins later, we got a 1956 from Denver. Pretty good details on that coin yet. While that box is hunted, I've got a stack here to search for varieties. Let me search these real quick, put them under the scope. If I find anything, I'll bring you in. If not, we're going to do a wrap up at the end of this variety search. Well, there were no more varieties to speak of, but all in all, it was a pretty good hunt. We got 8 coins from the San Francisco's, 369s, 470s, and a 74. I did check them all for DDOs. I did find 3 nicer memorials. We got a 61, 59D, and a 71D. We got the 83 with the die breaks in the back, the 1980, the 71 with the grease strike, that 74 with the Kansas counter stamp. We came up with 3 Canadians in this one, including 1 King George 1947. And then total, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total wheat cents, 4 from the 40s and 7 from the 50s. Nothing older than 40, but hey, 11 wheat cents. That's a pretty good box. So thanks for joining me in this hunt. Wish we could have found some other major varieties, which I've still got my fingers crossed someday soon that I'll be finding something like that. So I'll post a link right up here for my eBay page. Check it out. Some of this stuff might make it on there. I might also have something you need. You never know. Check it out. I'll post a link down below for some of the sites that I search varieties on. So until next time, it's raining here, so I'm gonna go get wet and pick up some new boxes. So I'll see you guys on the next hunt. Happy hunting, everybody.